Joe Biden has won the state of Texas, or will win the state of Texas. 20 delegates awarded. How big a deal is this?
This is, look, we said this earlier tonight, right? The symbolic sort of exclamation points on winning or losing the night was, for me, Texas. In particular, Texas was that one where it was the Sanders' power in the West. You have Biden's power in the South. It was meeting in Texas, and Biden pulled it off. And to think he did it with a terrible early vote, an organization that didn't exist, it is an amazing comeback story. Obviously, last night in Dallas, that certainly didn't hurt. But to add Texas to what is already an impressive night, you throw in Maine. I mean, he has. This is a more impressive Super Tuesday than I can think of. It's more impressive than what Barack Obama put together in 2008 when he used Super Tuesday to sort of grab the delegate lead. This is as consequential of a night as we've had in any nomination fight.
And I think the Monday night endorsements in Texas were so critical. The fact that it was in Dallas, that Beto O'Rourke was added, and they sort of staged it so that he was the surprise at the end. Everyone finally had gotten used to the fact that it was going to be Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar. That was a big event in Dallas. A lot of local press. I misspoke earlier when I said he hadn't been to Texas. He had been to Texas a number of times, but he was locked down in South Carolina.
Mostly for fundraising.
For the last week, because South Carolina was so important for him when the others were there.
All right, so Biden adding Texas to his portfolio on this Super Tuesday.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.